Hey guys, hope you're well. This video is inspired by Jimmy, who is starting a new division for his company in a new area. And I thought this would be helpful for the group to know how to expand into different areas with your business. How do you take that on to Google to start showing up in those areas from scratch? And then once your business is showing up, how do you convert those searchers into leads on your website? So the first part of this is whatever areas you're serving or looking to serve in, I would get the populations, okay? And you could use something like ChatGPT or just start Googling the counties that you serve, population, okay? And these right here are, for instance, in North Carolina, because I was answering Jimmy. But you can do the same thing, right? So you get your list of counties and the population. And the reason why I recommend you do this is so you have a very clear picture of potential searchers for your services. Because small gets small, right? And some of these may be, like some of your service areas may be bigger money makers. But if there's only like a few hundred people there, that's not going to do much for search engine optimization. So that's free traffic. And I'm not saying don't rank in those areas, but definitely look at the population of the areas you serve. So once you get your list of, say, counties, you can go over to a free tool in Google called the Keyword Planner. And it looks like this. And it will actually let you enter in your service areas straight away right here. So you can just start entering in your counties and it will show you the potential reach that Google has in those areas right next to it. So this is the populations. Here's some county examples and then populations. And then what you do is you're going to take the services you offer and start entering those into this planner to get an idea of how people are searching for what it is you do. So here's a couple ones. Like everyone in the group, of course, does excavation, but they may do demolition. They may do septic tank installation. They might do French drains. Really get a good idea of all your core money-making services that you do and you want to do. And then you just type them in here and then you click Get Results. And this will tell you trends based on your counties where you live, exactly how people are looking for your services, so you don't need to guess. Because let me show you something here. Like you might do drainage solutions, right? That's common, trenching, drainage. Well, this one, yard drainage contractors near me, gets 10 searches per month. Whereas there's other keywords that might be more valuable for you to rank for, like excavation companies near me. That one gets 50 searches a month. So that's obviously something that you would want to look into and position your business, that when people type these phrases into Google, that's what we're talking about, by the way. When people type in these exact phrases into Google, the idea is you get your business to pop up at that exact moment. So hopefully that makes sense. And if you look at this, like there's a lot of opportunity. See this? It says 2,943 keyword ideas. So when people say like, you know, oh, the market's oversaturated, it's too competitive, don't believe that malarkey, because it's literally impossible for your competitors to compete with you on every single keyword phrase here imaginable. 2,943. So hopefully that makes sense and you're starting to see how this game is played so you can use it to your advantage. So the question is, once you start ranking for these search terms that people are typing in, now how do you convert these people to leads? What do you do then? So let me show you some best practices that you can use on your existing website to convert these search traffickers, these visitors, into leads. So first things first, for excavation and septic companies, people are converting to leads in 4 different ways. They like to engage with excavation and septic businesses by either calling them on the phone, texting them. They like to use a website chat widget, very common, and they like to send an email. Those are the 4 basic ways. So I don't recommend doing one or the other or just one. Like, give them the way that they want to do. And those are the 4 ways. So I would recommend getting all 4 of those ways in very easy, plain sight on your website. The other thing that I highly recommend, your logo, get it big and bold. That's your brand. But get your service areas. More often than not, what we see, the number one question is, what areas do you serve? So try to eliminate redundant questions and tire kickers with just putting the basics, things like that. Now, the other thing I would recommend is the services that you provide. A lot of times, I'll see the business owner just put services. Really break it out into your core of what you do, your niche. Do you do excavation and septic? Do you do excavation and demolition? Do you do excavation and landscaping? Try and be specific in what you do, your niche, and then break your services out like that, and then your sub-services put below. Okay? Video works really well. And everyone has high-speed internet for the most part. I know cell phone gets spotty in some rural areas, but you can set up these sites to display video and be very fast. And so I recommend putting video of you, your team, because it helps keep people on site. It's very engaging. It shows off your work. And it seems to work really well. And Google does track this, by the way, of how long people stay on your website. And if the algorithm shows people are staying on your site longer, that's going to help to rank your website better. The other thing that I would recommend, one final tip, I suppose, is your social proof. That your reviews are what sells your next client. And the high value clients that we see are looking at reviews. And so ideally, I would recommend you put those above the fold. Like you see right here, like once someone gets on your site, that's half the battle. The other battle is how do you convert them to a lead without clicking away? Because most of them are going to click away. So what you can do is get a review tool. There's plenty of them out there. Display your best reviews right above the fold. And as they scroll down, even show more, right? Have a bunch of reviews, a bunch of social proof that, hey, we're going to take care of you. You can tell that because look at all the other clients we took care of. That's kind of the thought process behind it. So hopefully you found this little video helpful, guys. I see these questions floating around in the group all the time. And so I wanted to give a little bit of background because the search engine optimization thing seems a little unknown, a little hocus pocus, like what kind of wizardry is this? And so when you see behind the scenes on the thought process and how this works, then you can see how to use it for your own business and understand it better. All righty. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.